Imagine stepping right into the middle of a battlefield, staring down a human brick wall. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're dissecting a defensive mastermind, a guy who is about to bring his absolutely high-octane game straight to U.S. soil for the 2026 World Cup. We are breaking down the architecture of an immovable force, José María Giménez.
Picture this, the stadium lights are glaring down. The crowd is absolutely deafening. The ground is literally shaking beneath your cleats. You're standing there, alone on the pitch, and staring you down, the fastest, most terrifying, precision-engineered attackers in global soccer. The whistle blows, they charge, blinding speed. The tension is electric. So what does it actually take to stop the absolute greatest offenses in the world dead in their tracks?
Well, it takes pure, unyielding force. It takes a massive clash of titans. You need a presence so huge, a will so completely unbreakable, that the attacking momentum of the game just shatters against it like glass. You know, this isn't just about standing in the right place. Not at all. It is about sheer, overwhelming gravity and a complete refusal to back down even a single inch. Welcome to the immovable object. Throughout this explainer, we're going to figure out exactly why José María Giménez has become the absolute linchpin of Uruguay's national team. We're going to uncover what makes him one of the most feared, respected, and dominant defensive forces stepping onto the global battlefield today.
Okay, let's dive into part one, the ultimate defensive anchor.
To really grasp his impact, especially if you're an American sports fan, consider this. In standard soccer, your traditional center back is usually tasked with a couple of basic things, right? Clearing the ball out of the danger zone, marking a specific man, that kind of thing. But Gimenez, he operates as Uruguay's defensive quarterback. Think of him like an elite NFL middle linebacker. We're talking a Ray Lewis or a Fred Warner type. He is the ultimate anchor. He isn't just reacting to the play after the ball is snapped, so to speak. He's diagnosing the opponent's offense in real time, calling out complex adjustments, shifting his defensive line, and then stepping up into the gap to deliver bone-crushing, momentum-stopping tackles. He is the brains and the physical brawn operating right there at the exact center of the field.
Moving right along to Section 2, Heart of La Celeste.
In a recent FIFA interview, Gimenez actually laid bare his entire philosophy. He said, "The passion of defending the shirt, it requires a shutdown mentality." You can literally feel the fierce dedication in those words. It really highlights the massive psychological intensity required to be Uruguay's defensive heart. It's this state of absolute, unwavering focus. When he puts on that sky blue shirt, La Celeste, he transforms. It's a mentality that broadcasts a very clear message to the opposition. You will not pass, no matter the cost. Now, what's really interesting is how that fierce emotional dedication translates directly into hard, undeniable tactics. It means shutting down elite strikers. We're talking about isolating the opponent's absolute best player, whether that means erasing Lionel Messi's space in a high-stakes qualifier or physically dominating Neymar, and completely removing them from the narrative of the game. It means organizing the defensive line, acting as the vocal commander to keep everyone in perfect synchronization. It involves dictating physical play by establishing the brutal rules of engagement from the very first minute. And of course, leading by unbreakable example. His passion isn't just noise, it's an energy source that he channels directly into highly disciplined, highly effective tactical execution.
Which brings us to Section 3, the fighting spirit explained.
You simply cannot understand Uruguay, and you absolutely cannot understand Gimenez without understanding Garra, Charrua. This is the famed Uruguayan fighting spirit. It's characterized by intense physical tenacity, incredible psychological resilience, and an absolute refusal to surrender. For our U.S. audience, think of this as the ultimate shutdown mentality, but one that is baked deeply into the DNA of an entire nation. It's the fundamental belief that no matter how big the opponent is, no matter how dire the odds look on paper, you just bite down on your mouthpiece, you dig your cleats into the dirt, and you fight fiercely until that very final whistle blows. And this brilliantly illustrates a terrifying reality for attackers. As he puts it, it's not just a tactic, it's who we are on the battlefield. Garra Charrua isn't some clever strategy drawn on a whiteboard before the game. It is a deeply ingrained cultural identity, and that is exactly what makes Gimenez such a formidable opponent. When attackers run at him, they aren't just trying to beat a tactical defensive system, they're trying to break the will of a man who culturally does not even comprehend the concept of giving up. Let's move to Section 4, Eyes on 2026.
If we trace his career evolution, you'll see exactly why the hype for the next World Cup is so real. Back in 2014, he made his World Cup debut, a young, explosive prodigy stepping onto the biggest stage in sports. By 2018, he was firmly establishing himself as the true, undeniable anchor of the defense. Fast forward to 2022, and we saw him step up as the veteran general, commanding the backline with total, unquestioned authority. Now look ahead to 2026, the ultimate battlefield. The World Cup is landing right here on U.S., Canadian, and Mexican soil. A lifetime of intense, unforgiving Uruguayan defense has been building to this exact tournament. He's going to be stepping onto the pitch, bringing that massive, overwhelming intensity right into our own stadiums.
Which leaves us with one final provocative question. When the world's absolute best offenses arrive in 2026, bringing all of their speed, all of their tactical genius, and all of their firepower, what will it truly take to break Uruguay's immovable object? Keep that question firmly in your mind as we get closer to the tournament, because watching José María Giménez answer it live on the pitch is going to be nothing short of spectacular. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning and keep your eyes on the battlefield.